ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ओम भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयामदेवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः यशेमदेवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Now Mahavakya Viveka Tatpadartha and Tvam Padartha Shodhanam. So first one was in Vedanta Artha, 7 things are expounded in Vedanta. First one is Adhikari Nirnaya. Second one Guru Upasatti. Third one Tatpadartha and Prampadartha Shodhanam. We will just see very briefly because in depth it will take more than 10 classes for this. We will just try to brief, that's it. Now this is Upadesha Vakya Tattvamasi. Bhagwan Adi Shankaracharya ji, Acharya wrote a small text called Vakya Vritti, which is a exposition on Tattvamasi Mahavakya. A disciple goes and cries before a teacher saying that I am being roasted in samsara, please show me freedom from bondage. Then Guru, you are not the body, mind, intellect, you are a pure self-witness. Then question asked how to realize that. Then the process Tattvamasi Upadesha Vakya was given. Now, in this word Tattvamasi, there are 3 words are there. In this mantra, Tattvamasi mantra mein 3 words are there. One is Tat, other is Tvam, third is Asi. One meaning is Tat means what? Sarvanama. It is indicating all. So anything can be indicated by the word Tat, that. But if you bring this kind of meaning, it is only a typical Vachyartha. By understanding the meaning of the words, it doesn't make any sense. In some sentences in any language also, you may understand the meaning of every word, but collectively the sentence you don't know what it is. So Vachyartha will not help us at all unless we know Lakshyartha. Lakshyartha is what is indicated by these words. Actually, the solution is that, O Jiva, when you drop your identification and when you realize that you are already one with the totality, universal consciousness, then all your delusion goes away. Then all the problems of samsara would disappear. That is the meaning. Then what is this Tat Tvam Asi? Means thou art that, you are that. Again, there are three words have to be understood. What is the meaning of that? What is the meaning of thou? And what is the meaning of Asi? How to achieve this? So when you say Tat is Ishvara, pointed out, Samasta Upadhi, Karana Upadhi, Visishta Chaitanyam, Maya Upadhi Visishta Chaitanyam, or Samasta Upadhi Visishta Chaitanyam, that is called Tat. That Tat is that consciousness conditioned by Maya or totality, total Upadhi, Samasta Upadhi. Total consciousness which is conditioned by this entire creation. Then, not creation actually, it is Maya Upadhi. What is Tvam? Tvam is consciousness which is conditioned by the individual, the body, mind, intellect, Vyashti Upadhi. Now, how can you say the one who is very limited in his dimension, in his capacity, in his skills, in his knowledge, and who is Ishvara? Omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent. Who is Jiva? Alpajnaha, Alpashaktiman, Alpavyapi. Paramatma? Sarvajnaha, Sarvashaktiman, Sarvavyapi. How can this Alpajna, Alpavyapi, Alpashaktiman can be equated with Sarvajna, Sarvashaktiman, Sarvavyapi? It is not just is 1 hour class में नहीं हो सकता है. To even to understand, lot of things are there. So many details are. So much of mananam, vichar has to be done on this. Anyway, so in these 3 words, only after knowing the correct Lakshyartha of Tat, Lakshyartha means indicative meaning. What is indicated by the word Tat, what is indicated by the word Tvam, and what is indicated by the word Asi? What is indicated? Not Vakchyartha, but Lakshyartha. And contemplating on that and trying to know what is indicated by the word Tvam. Now, for example, simply, even in our language, we say for example, I think you are looking dull. Now, what is indicated by you? I feel you are angry. What is indicated by you? Now, are you happy? No, who is that you? Whom are we referring to by the word you? Suppose you say, when I say you are very tall, that means you as body I am referring you. You seems to be hungry, then you refer to Pranamaya Sharira. I think you are happy, referring to mind. I think you are intelligent, referring to intellect. Now, how many yous will use, and how many ways that you is indicated for different layers now? And that means there is no pakka definition of you then. इसको कोई ठिकाना नहीं क्या? You keeps on changing. Think. So असल में वास्तव में ये यू क्या है? तुम, I, that is you. उपदेश वाक्य में तत्वमसि you are that. तो you means what? What is actually indicated? What is the real you in you? That also we don't know. So shodhanam means there is a prakriya. Siddhantas are there, a prakriya is there, method is there. So that Vedanta is vichara marga. So उसमें उपासना, योग, धर्म अनुष्ठान, dharma, upasana and yoga are aids for antahkarana shuddhi. But Vedanta vichara is supreme. So Vedanta is only vichara pradhan. And by contemplating constantly on these mantras, mahavakyas, supported by the sutras, maybe we can take it from Upanishad Vakyas, also from Brahma Sutras, also from other Shastras, constantly shodhanam. Shodhanam means purification. So Tvampada Shodhanam has to be done, and afterwards Tatpada. And what is Tatpadam? Then what is Asi? How these two are one and the same? This is a big sadhana. Acha. So therefore, that's why great Mahatmas say, and they showed also practically, how to use the knowledge of different darshanas. Darshana Shastras are there: Sankhya, Yoga, Vaisheshika, Nyaya, Purvamimamsa, Uttaramimamsa. Also this Nastika Charvaka Siddhanta, Bauddha Siddhanta, Jaina Siddhanta. So Mahatma says, even though they are actually, some of the Siddhantas are very incorrect, actually speaking, they are not complete. They have partial view. But even in that their partial view also, you can take something special. You can think about how this darshana, which principle in this darshana can be used for my upliftment. Now, this is the beauty. Therefore, यहाँ पे the knowledge of all the darshanas, such as Sankhya, Yoga, Vaisheshika, Nyaya, Purvamimamsa, Uttaramimamsa, and also other darshanas, it becomes very helpful in Tattvamasi Shodhana. तत्व पद शोधना, त्वम पद शोधना विचार करके अनुभव में लाने में, अब देखिए अनुभव कब होता है? यदि बुद्धि में, इन अवर बुद्धि, if one truth or siddhanta is well established beyond doubt, then the realization takes place. And buddhi में that Nischala Rupena, without any Chanchalata in the Siddhanta understanding, the firmly, if a Siddhanta has to be planted, that for example, that there is Supreme Consciousness who is ruling this universe, beyond doubt. And I continue to exist, if I am not identified with totality also, I am the eternal spirit. Antavanta ime dehaha. This Sarira will fall down, but I continue to exist, I don't have any death. Now, in the Buddhi to establish this truth, beyond doubt, so we need support of various Siddhantas, various thoughts, various, like a scaffolding. First you construct and make the structure erect. And so firmly the Buddhi gets this rooted, thereafterward nobody can disturb me and my foundation. There is Bhagavan Krishna. Krishna is always available. He is my Ishta Devata. When I talk to him, when I pray to him, he is responding and he is there. In that firm conviction alone, Bhakti Marga can be practiced, Upasana can be practiced, Dhyana on Bhagavan Krishna, Tattva also can be practiced. So therefore, how to make this Buddhi convinced, how to establish this Buddhi in deep conviction, so that even the whole world may try to shake the foundation. The world fails, but you firmly rooted in your Siddhanta, in your principle, that this is it, and that foundation is required, upon which only we can build the structure of our thinking, evolution and sadhana, etc. we can be done. It can be done. So my Guru is there. So Gurudev is there. My Guru is there, full stop. I am ever conscious of him, he is also conscious of me. He is protecting me, he is aware of me. Even this bhavana, if you bring, so Guru is never get separated from me. He is in my own inner being, he is my own higher self. Only when this conviction is there, then alone the guidance comes. That means whatever you follow in life, there must be firm conviction in the Buddhi first. So to make this Buddhi firmly convinced alone, I have to use various even Siddhantas, Darshana Shastras also can be used intelligently. That's how Mahatmas have showed us, without any hatred. Every principle, Siddhanta, every Darshana can be used to make our foundation in Advaita Vedanta firm. So therefore, here very important. And when we say Tat Padam, Ishvara created this Jagat. Now definitely when Tattvamasi, that first of all, if I want to know the nature of Tat, the indicative meaning of the word Tat, then I must also have little knowledge of what is this creation, how did he create. तो when all this समष्टि के बारे में यदि समझ में आया, then we understand समष्टि उपाधि. First one, समष्टि उपाधि. And then consciousness conditioned in this समष्टि उपाधि, consciousness conditioned in the व्यष्टि उपाधि is one and the same. They are not two. There is no individual consciousness separated from the total consciousness. There is no room space separated from the space outside. Or there is no drawing room space, bedroom space, kitchen space, so many spaces are not there. This is space plural is not there, doesn't exist. What is the plural for space? Spaces. So therefore, but then how do we use room space? That space conditioned by room is called as room space. That space which is conditioned by kitchen is called as kitchen space. That space which is conditioned by bathroom is called bathroom space. That space which is conditioned by drawing room is called drawing room space. So because of upadhi added to the nirupadhi vastu space, but which cannot be conditioned, actually space, is it really conditioned? No. But then conditioned space is an illusion. Actually space is never conditioned. For our vyavahar sake we say space, room space, this space, that space, etc. My cupboard space is reduced, I must purchase, or room space is reduced, I must expand my room. And very interesting, before expanding you say room space is this much space. After expanding, that expanded space also you call your room space. Earlier which were not yours. So the balcony is also added into the bedroom or hall, dining hall or main hall of the house. So earlier you called it as a balcony. Now after तोड़ने के बाद expanded the wall, include that space, that place also in that space also into your room. You call it as your room space again. So space is undivided, indivisible. Therefore, so we will have to know what is samasti upadhi and vyashti upadhi first of all. Samasti upadhi, vyashti upadhi, are they really true? Well, a lot of chintan is there. The total upadhi, limited adjunct, vyashti upadhi, the individual conditioning such as body, mind, intellect, etc., etc., etc. And total is upadhi, the maya upadhi, visishta chaitanyam. Are they really true? So therefore, now let us see now. So first of all, from standpoint of upadhi, we must try to understand the indicative meaning of tattvam. Later on, upadhis are discarded in our buddhi only, and then we find that the consciousness which is conditioned in these upadhis is one and the same. Just a space. For example, again you take another example. One bedroom and dining hall. Bedroom wall is broken to expand the dining hall. Now where is bedroom now? Do you say bedroom space merged in dining hall space? For vyavahar sake use space. Actually, was there any merger? Was there any merger, or was there any the destruction of the upadhi in between, which is creating an illusion in it that it is separated from that space? Bedroom space and dining hall space. I want more dining hall because my family is increasing. So more people have to take food simultaneously at a time. So big table लगाना पड़ेगा. तो bedroom तोड़ो. इसलिए one bedroom तोड़ो and और एक bedroom या two bedrooms make first second floor, and then a duplex. So ये इसको तोड़ दो. Now the merger you take. Then we say room space merged in dining hall space. Now is it true or real? Just tell me. First of all, there is no earlier difference of room space and dining hall space is only because of the walls, upadhi. Upadhi ke karan you are giving that name. The space conditioned by bedroom is called bedroom space. Space conditioned by dining hall is called as dining hall space. But the difference is created by a wall. That wall was broken. Now do you say, I measured that space and this space? Measure, you will never do anything because space is already one. Similarly, that consciousness conditioned in Tvam, that individual upadhi, that consciousness which is conditioned in total upadhi, is actually identical. There is no merger also. It is already one. When the walls are broken, that oneness is realized. Oneness is not created. So therefore, this the viveka, padartha dvaya viveka. Padartha means tvam padartha, tat padartha dvaya viveka. How do we do this viveka? Discrimination. It is Shastras, they have applied from three different siddhantas. Let us see now. First one is Abhasavada. Second is Avachedavada. Third is Drushti Srishti Vada. Any vada you take, it helps us in contemplation. What is actual upadhi? Desha kala vastu. उसमें एक को हटाया गया, बाकी दो रह नहीं सकता. In space, time and causation or object. Now therefore, first one, let us take. So each one is special in their analysis, and we have to see the artha from three different, all these different methods now. Let us see first one. We will take the Abhasavada. What is the now purpose? To show identity between the Vyashti Upadhi and Samashti Upadhi. In that identity alone, all the individual samsara ends. Now in the dream also, I am haunted by different animals or people. When I awake, then all that was haunted and those who haunted, all actually it's all my mind. But as long as my individuality is maintained separately in the dream, so long the fear comes. अब देखिए, तत्त्वमसि महावाक्य पर सुनना भी आसान नहीं है, because you cannot deviate from the subject. So you have to be more alert, attentive. सब विटनेस क्या है पता नहीं. हम अच्छे थे पहले, उपनिषद सुनते खराब कर रहे हैं. You really think all our problems are because of our limitedness. समझना मुश्किल है. ठीक है. Now first one, Abhasavada. What is Abhasavada? What is Tatpada Upadhi, Tatpadartha, Maya Upadhi? What is Tvam-pada? Anthakarana. What is the Upadhi, the limited adjunct, conditionings of the individual soul? Individual conditioning, Anthakarana is the individual conditioning. What is the conditioning of the Ishvara? The total world, the Maya, not world, Maya. Maya Shakti, the power, the Prakriti, is what is the Upadhi of Ishvara. Samasti, totality. So, what is Maya? Karanam. What is Antakarana? karya. Effect. What is Maya? Cause. So otherwise called Karana Upadhi, Karya Upadhi, we can say. Karanopadhi, Karyopadhi. एक तो हुआ कारण उपाधि, दूसरा हुआ कार्य उपाधि. कारण माने माया, समष्टि प्रकृति is a cause for this व्यष्टि उपाधि. So इसके बीच में when these upadhis, कारण उपाधि, कार्य उपाधि are eliminated, and then the identity between the consciousness, that is actually the one individual, the consciousness in the individual as well as consciousness in the totality is realized, oneness is realized. This is called Abhasavada. Why? Because the Veshti and Samasti are two like the upadhis in which the truth is reflected and conditioned. When upadhis are removed, the light inside the conditioned, the reflected one merges back into the original. Therefore, this method is called Abhasavada. This kind of Chintanam. तो वहाँ पे we don't have power to eliminate the total Maya Prakriti. What we have in our hand is that since I feel that I am individual, first let us conquer this through Antakarana Shuddhi, the individual upadhi is conquered, then Samasti के साथ तादात्म्य, ईश्वर के साथ तादात्म्य हो जाता है. And ईश्वर क्या है? माया उपाधि चैतन्यम, but he is a boss of Maya. So Maya never binds Ishvara. So when I realize that my identity with the totality, Maya also doesn't bind me. And afterwards it is all play. It continues. Let it continue or withdraw, I don't care now. But my identity with the Supreme, the Ishvara, is what is the aim of this my sadhana. Okay, next one. Avachedavada. Avachedavada is pot space. One is the, what do you call Ghatakasha and Mahakasha. The space conditioned by the pot and the total space. So this Mahakasha is conditioned by this entire totality, great space, Mahakasha, and Ghatakasha, the space conditioned in the by the pot. When the pot is broken, the space within the pot is identified with, becomes one with the total space. Because in Abhasavada, there are certain limitations are there. So certain limitations which are there in Abhasavada, they are eliminated in Avachedavada. Anyway, that we will not go into all those details. So I feel that I am the pot, conditioned by the pot, I am the pot space. I slowly develop that tapas sadhana, and first I should become a cracked pot, as Gurudev had referred some Mahatma, some great sadhak, a sannyasi. He is a cracked pot, he said. Meaning, his individuality is almost now dismantling. Gurudev referred to that person. He is a cracked pot. Beautiful. Now, Mahakasha and Ghatakasha are Desha Pradhana Upadhi. So one is Desha Pradhana, other is Vastu Pradhana, Abhasa is Vastu Pradhana, Avachedavada is Desha Pradhana. Pot is one place, space, Desha Pradhana. And third one is Drusti Srishtivada. Now this is a very big one, but we will see next month also we will try to analyze certain more points on this. Are you happy in this way to Mandukya, or you wanted to complete first mantra and get away? आप क्या करना चाहते हैं आप? ऐसा चले? हाँ तो वो कुछ कहो यार. You may not understand what I speak. At least my question you should understand, no? इतना भाषा तो भाषा ज्ञान तो होना चाहिए आपको कम से कम. ये कुछ पूछ रहे हैं, हमको जवाब देना है, इतना तो अकल होना चाहिए। वो भी नहीं बात करते आप। तो दृष्टि सृष्टिवाद, दिस इज व्हाट मांडुक्य, वी टच्ड अपॉन इट वन थिंग इन इंट्रोडक्शन। हियर दृष्टि सृष्टिवाद एक्चुअली, you know, the analysis is so heavy. Actually एक जीववाद only, meaning I am seeing, therefore there is a creation. Not that there is creation that I see. No, no. I am seeing, therefore this world is there appearing to me. It has no its own basis, no locus standing. Why this creation? Because you are seeing it. This is one person went to ask Mahatma, tell me in one sentence, this world is real or unreal? अब देखिए, any answer, Mahatma is caught up. If it is unreal, whom are you responding to? If it is real, then why try to eliminate it? There is no liberation. तो महात्मा को फंसाने वाले भी है, बट महात्मा लोग फंसते नहीं। So when you asked, गला पकड़ के पूछा कि tell me whether this world is real or unreal, that Mahatma asked to whom? That man, the questioner, prostrated and said, now I got the answer, and went away. ये actually हुआ था. Now I got the answer, he went away. So Drishti Srishtivada is, I am seeing, and इसमें, in this Vada, there is nothing unknown to us, something unknown Chaitanya or Satta, which is to be realized by us. In this Drishti Srishtivada, ऐसा कोई सत्ता नहीं है जिसका जिसका ज्ञान हम लेना है, रियलाइज होना है, ऐसा कोई नहीं है। हाय राम, और कोई नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं है, सत्ता नहीं है, नहीं है। वाई? यू योरसेल्फ इज देयर, दैट्स इट। आपसे भिन्न कोई ऐसा वस्तु नहीं है, दैट विच यू हैव टू रियलाइज। तो अपना आप अपने को जानना है। Now, how long is a dreamer? Dreamer, when we wants to realize the waker, is waker separate from dreamer? No. Dreamer need not do any particular tapas to become waker. Just he would know that I am the waker, I am not the dreamer. That's it. Should just awake. So how far is a dreamer or waker from the dreamer? So far is, so it is my own. So imagine, actually speaking, I don't know how to convey this thought. Imagine this entire Srishti, known or unknown, is all created actually by me only. Maybe I wanted it, therefore I myself created all this. I don't know, I can't explain to you that actually. You can get into that mood. You can get into that feeling. You can get into that understanding. Now, is there actually, is it, whatever is creation is created, Pratyaksha or Paroksha, whatever way, whatever I come to know, whatever I realize, maybe it is all for me, only exclusively for me. The past, which I discuss about it, is also maybe presented to me, which was a myth. The future, which will be discussed, which is discussed among many, is also a myth, because when I leave the vacate now, nothing is there. So actually this entire creation is only created by me. But slowly you must get into the mood to understand. कभी कभी वहाँ तक पहुँच जा सकते हैं कि this is my own creation. I can't tell you, I can't take you to that mood of thinking and understanding, but you can get into that. कुछ भी नहीं. Suppose X killed Y and I am A and Mr. J brings a news. That also is for my vasana exhaustion. But X I have not seen, Y I have not seen. But X killed Y, I heard, and J I knew. So J brought. So J bringing X, Y's death by YX is also in news. That news also is my creation, because I had a vasana. All these things are happening because of my vasanas and my desire to create this kind of a complex world. So maybe entire thing is created only for my amusement. Good or bad, past or present and future. You get into that mood, you will have no complaints. That is the truth. So in Dushta Sushtivada, there is no other satta to realize. So therefore, in this prakriya, from the beginning itself, there is no need to discriminate Jiva and Ishvara. अब देखिए, this is what मांडुक्य पद्धति. काय का जीव, काय का ईश्वर, काय का उपाधि, ये सब सच है तो विवेक करना पड़ेगा. ये तो है ही नहीं ये सब. So Jiva, Ishvara, Viveka, discrimination need not be done, because there is no Ishvara other than me. There is no Jiva other than me. I myself am Jiva. I myself am Ishvara. When I realize Ishvaratva in me, that I am Ishvara, then I would realize how stupid I was. Unnecessarily I got into that identification. मैं अपने आप को भूल भी गया. क्या बेवकूफ था. बट ये मामूली भूल नहीं है. अनंत चैतन्यम, so free I am, and got up conditioned in a small upadhi and suffering and suffered. The contrast is too wide. So Vedanta vichar बढ़िया लगता है. That's the truth. So in Dushta Sushtivada, there is nothing to discriminate. So at the time of avidya kala, what I considered myself, and at the time of knowledge, dawn of knowledge, we realize that it is our own nature. So beautiful. So whatever I considered during the avidya kala as separate from me, when knowledge dawned upon me, at the time of the dawn of knowledge, or with the dawn of knowledge, I realized what I considered earlier was separate from me. Actually, it is me alone. There is so much of Siddhantas to prove, but it will be too heavy for all of you to think. You will become mad. Therefore, let us avoid all that. Therefore, from Kala Pradhanata, there is oneness in Dushta Sushtivada. So, Ekata in Abhasavada from Vastu Pradhanata, oneness in Avachedavada from Desha Pradhan se, and oneness and Sustivada from Kala Pradhan. So Desha Kala Vastu. From all these three points we can prove. Lot of Siddhantas or Prakriyas are there to think. I am avoiding all that. So very simple. There are three Lakshanas are there to prove. Jahad Lakshana, Ajahad Lakshana, Jahad Ajahad Lakshana. One Vakya, Jahad Lakshana, is that Lakshana wherein you have to give up the direct meaning of the sentence and take the indirect meaning in its place. That's called Jahad Lakshana. In this Lakshana Vakya, the Jahad Lakshana Vakya में क्या करते हैं हम? Direct meaning is discarded and indirect meaning is taken in its place. For example, Gangayam Ghosha. This is a traditional example. Gangayam Ghosha means the cowherd village is in the Ganges. Now, cowherd village cannot be in the Ganges or on the Ganges, meaning on the banks of Ganges. When you say, my house is right on the sea, then it will sink. Right on the sea means right on the banks of the ocean or sea. In this statement, it is Jahad Lakshana, means complete meaning is discarded and indirect meaning is taken into that place, in that place. That means my house is right on the sea, meaning my house is right on the banks of the ocean, not on the sea. Right on the sea you will find my house, and don't go and search in water. But this is an expression in English, is used or not? Or you say right on the main road. Right on the main road, traffic jam will take place. On the main road your house cannot be. Right on the main road means on the sides of the main road only, meaning you don't have to walk anywhere. You can just get into my house from the main road. So you have a total meaning is given up. It is called Jahad Lakshana. In Ajahad Lakshana, something has to be added to make the sentence complete. Otherwise, that sentence has no meaning at all. Sanskrit also I will give an example, and English also I will give example. The traditional example is Shono Dhavati. Shono Dhavati means the red runs. Red, R-E-D, runs, R-U-N-S. How can red is a color. How can red color run? So there is a context there where something is in the race and the red is running. The red horse is running. So horse has to be brought in to make the sentence complete. It is called Ajahad Lakshana, Lakshana Vakya. Or you say, tea is coming now. How can tea can come on its own? Just a minute, tea is coming. Tea cannot come. Tea is coming means a man with the tea kettle is coming here. That's the meaning. उसको ऐड करना पड़ेगा नहीं. Similarly, in Tattvamasi Mahavakya, this Mahavakya में Jahad Lakshana is not applicable. Ajahad Lakshana also is not applicable. There is a third Lakshana. That Lakshana has to be applied in order to do Viveka of this Tattvamasi Mahavakya. The third Lakshana is called Jahad Ajahad Lakshana or Bhagatyaga Lakshana, other meaning. Jahad Ajahad Lakshana और भागत्याग लक्षण. कभी सुना नहीं होगा आपको ये सब बातें. हम इसका मतलब you understand that amount of knowledge which is not known to us is 99.9% always. The third is जहद अजहद लक्षण और भागत्याग लक्षण. इसमें क्या है? पार्ट मीनिंग इज गिवन अप एंड पार्ट मीनिंग इज रिटेन्ड. थर्ड वाक्य में, फर्स्ट में क्या किया? डायरेक्ट मीनिंग इज गिवन अप, डिस्कार्डेड, इनडायरेक्ट मीनिंग इज टेकन, अदर मीनिंग इज टेकन. सेकंड में समथिंग इज एडेड टू मेक द सेंटेंस कंप्लीट. In the third, a part meaning is discarded and part is retained. For example, Soyam Devadattaha, traditional example. This is that Devadatta only. Why? Well, that Devadatta you saw 20 years back, that Devadatta by name of a person, Devadatta. Gurudev used to say Gupta ji. That Gupta ji 20 years back is this Gupta ji now. Oh, I couldn't recognize. So that Gupta ji at that time, place, object, vastu, the conditionings, Gupta ji was same. But now he became bearded man, he took sannyas, so saffron clothes, beyond recognition. He was very thin, now Mahamandaleshwara, so very fat. So that Gupta ji is this Gupta ji. Now what I should do? That Gupta ji, in that mein, the Upadhi, Desha Kala Vastu Upadhi is eliminated. In this Gupta ji, the saffron color, beard, Mahamandala, all is removed. The inner being is one and the same. So in that Gupta ji mein, half is retained, half is given up. Upadhi is given up. In this Gupta ji, this Upadhi is given up, Desha Kala Vastu, Parichinnata is given up, and something is retained, Gupta ji is retained. So Gupta ji plus that time, that place, that object, that vastu, that conditioning is equal to Gupta ji plus that conditioning is Gupta ji at that time. And this Gupta ji plus this conditioning is Gupta ji now. So that conditioning, this conditioning is removed. So what remained is Gupta ji. Gupta ji is equal to Gupta ji. So suppose C1 is Jiva, C1 consciousness 1 plus Upadhi 1, C2 consciousness 2 Ishvara plus Upadhi 2. C is equal to consciousness. So C1 plus U1 is equal to Jiva. C2 plus U2 is equal to Ishvara. Now U1 and U2 are Upadhis are removed. So C1 plus C2 is equal to C only. Now there is no C1 and C2. What is C1? Consciousness plus U1 is equal to C1. What is C2? The C plus U1, consciousness plus Upadhi 1 is equal to C1. Consciousness plus Upadhi 2 is equal to C2. Upadhi 1, Upadhi 2 removed. C is C1 and C2 is equal to C only. Similarly, Ishvara plus Samashti Upadhi, Jiva plus Veshti Upadhi. Upadhi is deleted. Ishvara and Jiva as consciousness is one. There cannot be two consciousnesses. अभी इसमें क्या है? अवर साधना इज फर्स्ट अंतःकरण शुद्धि, त्वम पद शोधनम, एंड देन त्वम पद शोधन करते 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 अंतःकरण जब शुद्धि हो जाती है and then we automatically get identified with samasti upadhi. And the Ishwaratva, then we understand that Prakriti is no more troubling me. अब देखिए, that blue sky, blueness in the sky is not a vastu, it is not an object, solid object. First I thought it was a solid object. Before I got the knowledge, I was ignorant. So I used to think the blueness is a solid object in the space. Then afterwards I was told that blueness is an optical illusion. It is not real. It doesn't exist. Oh. But after I realized this through knowledge, I understood that space is vast. Blueness doesn't exist at all. Even though you travel millions and trillions of light years in space, the blueness only, never you can catch it. It only further and further moves. It is an illusion. Therefore, there is no object there. I realized. After realization, the blueness has not disappeared. Blueness continues to exist. Exist means pratibhasika. It is only just appearance. इसीलिए भ्रम हटाने के बाद भ्रम का भान भी हट जाएगा, ऐसा कभी मत सोचो. Illusion is removed, but the appearance of illusion continues to exist. That Brahma is removed, but the bhana, pratiti, it is not removed. It may continue to appear, but no more it can torture me, it can trouble me. So that is called mukti, that is called freedom. So with samasti chaitanyam, if I am identified with the Ishvara, from Ishvara point of view, how this world is, how this jagat is, I will get that viewpoint. But Ishvara is not troubled by Prakriti, he is Prakriti, above Prakriti. Similarly, when I am identified with the Ishvara, Prakriti never binds me. I may see Prakriti, I may see Prakriti's effects, bhan ho sakta hai, but I am not carried away by the illusion. That is the meaning. So thus, Tvampada and Tatpada, Padarthadvaya Viveka is to be done in a scientific way through Vichara. But then you cannot remove the Tatpada Upadhi, Tat Upadhi. Who am I to remove that total Upadhi? Not in my control. My job is first to purify my Antakarana, then realize I am one with the totality. Once I Ishwaratva, then Ishvara is beyond Prakriti, then all that benefits, all that viewpoint, that experience, I get it. Though I am not troubled by the samsara, that is called liberation. So Tattvamasi Mahavakya is Upadesha Vakya. Disciple hears, goes for tapas, comes back and says to Guru, Aham Brahmasmi. It is called Anubhava Vakya. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Hari Om Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai.